collection, and Standing Rock, because my family lives in North Dakota. So this, my comfort is, or at least in terms of the election, that I have a Canadian passport. So this poem is called California. When I tell the locals I used to live at the edge of Saskatoon, Saskatchewan, and when I was 13 years old, I would walk an entire mile, that's 1.6 kilometers, in the snow, just to get a Slurpee. They don't believe me. So, and going a little further to the tropics of Canada, to North Dakota, where my family lives now and where I spent my high school years, there are a lot of people protesting the Dakota Access Pipeline. So this isn't about that, but this poem takes place by a river in North Dakota. It's called The Great Pace, and it opens with a line from that you hear a lot in the Passover Haggadah, and the phrase is, "With a firm hand and an outstretched arm, you delivered us from Egypt." And if you see like the traditional Orthodox Jews with the phylacteries wrapped around their arms, and that's where that comes from, with a firm hand and an outstretched arm. And they always reminded me of junkies. The Great Pace. When you weren't sweating or shitting, when you weren't in bed a baby again between mom and dad shaking, mom and dad taking turns to dunk you in the tub all night to keep you cool, when you weren't pleading for death, when you weren't begging us to put you out of your misery like a dog, you were pacing with an energy none of us had ever known, pacing around the house in your bathrobe and your FBI sunglasses, pacing with the weight of the junk still in your veins, pacing in your Levi's and your sticky bare feet. And you were mambling under your breath. Mambling, that was your word. Prayers that made sense only for you. If she isn't crazy, you better check her for nuts. Hey, dollface, wanna take a ride? When the speed of your feet wasn't enough, the house too small to chase or run away from what we'll never know, you fueled up the John Deere and drove down to the river. Back and forth and back and forth, there was nothing left to mow. My brother, with a firm hand and an outstretched arm, the rubber tightening around your bicep for the last time, you were delivered.